Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Jump only I didn't hit the button for jump. Alright, so I've been doing some work here on the base. Actually, I upgraded. The whole thing started when I decided to upgrade this to a second advanced constructor instead of a large one. And then I wanted to build a furnace, which I did indeed build, so we could take care of ores faster. And it's just been a big mess. I had to then upgrade the power to handle the furnace, but that meant I had to upgrade the CPU to handle it's. The base is heavily upgraded, but, and I know this is going to sound really stupid, now that we've done all these upgrades, I think it's time to move. You're stupid. Why are we going to leave our nice house we have all built and everything? Growler was just composing an email to Eek to let her know about it. You were emailing Eek? Really? Yes. But did you get the email sent? No. Why not? I couldn't find a pen. Growler. Anyways, so yeah, I think although, you know, we've got a great little place here that we've built, I think we need to move someplace with some of the more advanced resources. I just don't think it would be worthwhile for us to keep jumping out there with the ship in order to gather those resources and bring it back here. I think we should move. I was actually, what I was going to do on my next video was build a battle tank and go deal with Xerax bases, but it sort of looks like they have one base left. I can only find one base. There's a territory they have up here. I don't see any bases there. I don't know what happened to all their territory, why all of a sudden they are territoryless, but apparently, yeah, they've been kicked off the planet almost completely. But if we're going to move on, there are a couple things we need to do. One, I think we need to... do I have a switch? Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to grab a switch here. I think we need to put in a teleporter here, and I've got two of them built. One for here and one for the other end. And then I think we need to upgrade our harvester. Now, this is first things first here. Here, stop that. There. And signal logic, base, teleport. Okay, so that's like that, and then we'll go to interactive setup. I'm going to set it right here. I mean, we're going to want to be able to, let's do the right thing. We're going to want to be able to get back here. So we're going to set this up. There we go. So that will activate just the teleporter. I'm going to go ahead and put the teleporter down right here. No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And this, because this thing eats a whole lot of power. So we will set it to be a teleporter. So it should only activate, yeah, now when we stand on it. But even with it powered off, we can teleport to it. It'll activate automatically if there's an incoming teleport. So now we get our base built, we can put that other teleporter in at the other base. I might need to upgrade the power and stuff at the other base. I don't know. I'm actually thinking about using a pre-built one, but we're short a few resources. And that does lead us to the other thing. We need to upgrade... or we don't need to upgrade, but we need to put the harvest module back on our vehicle, back on our miner. Because we'll be taking that with us. We don't have a lot of vehicle space on our ship, which I think is something we're going to have to deal with in the future. We're going to have another ship. But I think also I do want to upgrade this vehicle now that we can. I have been out working with Growler. Wrong thing. I've been out working with Growler, so we have leveled up. We are now level 20, finally. So we can get the drill lasers. And I think this is going to make our lives quite a lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, this may take a little while for the craft all of these. But let's go ahead and get the tank and bring it inside. Also, for something I had sort of knew and forgotten about that has made my life a lot easier when it comes to mining, and I've done some decent mining out on our starship here. I'd forgotten that you can retract the drills and the guns on this thing, which makes it a lot easier to turn around in this tiny hangar bay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll take this into the base where it'll be easier to work on. Oh, come on. Up we go, there we go. One thing I've discovered about the ship that is really, really annoying is for some reason when we bring the miner into the ship, it wants to loft the miner up high, and then we end up banging into the top of the hangar bay trying to get in, and then it's a tough fight to get it to lower back down so we can get into it. Actually, let's go ahead. We'll go into here. Did I set up stuff on here? Yes, I did. I set up a combat mode to hide the guns. We'll go ahead and leave those hidden. And the mining mode was already on here. It's just a switch to activate and deactivate these guys. So we're gonna take them out. Oh, yeah, actually, I already got it out. Let's see about putting this guy back on here, right? We got plenty of room to do this, right? Oh, that's right. I added that stuff on there. Oh, that's right. I'm going to have to... I can't really see very well. Let's hop up here. That's not going to let me do it from this angle. Darn it! Alright, let's just use this. Okay. Come on. I'm trying to get a look at this here. Do I need to... Did I add those last two lasers on there, or was this or last two lasers, last two drills? No, I think the harvester was below that. So I think I can take this off, turn that off now. I think this stuff I added on. Yeah, you can see there's where the lights are. They're actually hidden back behind there. I think that stuff I added on. Yeah, there we go. The harvester was right there. Okay, so super. So we got our harvest back on there. So this way, when we get to our new world, we can go and harvest trees and get ourselves all that good stuff. So we didn't need it when we were out doing stuff in space, but we definitely need it now. All right, so, or we will need it when we get going. So it's going to be a planetary harvester again, at least for a little while, since we won't be able to bring extra stuff. Let's see, we'll go ahead and put those in there. I should have taken those off first, because you need drills in order to make the lasers. I just wasted resources. It's not a ton of resources, but... Alright, so let's go ahead and put our lasers on here. And I don't think I'll have any power problem with this. I think this is fine. Is that in all the way? There we go. There we go. For some reason I've had when doing these, because I've done the same thing in our multiplayer game, yeah, they don't like to sit in there all the way. Alright, so let's try this. That's good. I want to make them darker. They're just a little too light and shiny for me. There we go. Now we need to go back in here. Signal logic. Drill. Mining mode. Mining mode. Mining mode. Mining mode. This is terribly fascinating. Yeah. Well, it's got to be done, Growler. It's got to be done. Can we just get to mining already? Yes, actually, wait a minute. No, get back in. Let's go ahead And retract our things now. Let's fill this up. Can I not put any air in it? I guess not. Okay. Should we go ahead and test this while we're... Come on, get up off the ground. I don't know why sometimes it just does not want to get out when it's dark. No, okay, great. Okay, well, we can work with this. Let's spotlights. Let's put the mining mode back on. Okay, are there any ores around here we haven't mined? We could try mining them. Copper deposit over this way. Let's go ahead and mine this guy. Oh, he's quite a ways off. I just want to make sure this is going to work okay. I don't remember having any problems with needing a better power supply or anything like that, but... no. There we go. But I don't want to take any chances either. I have actually made some pretty good use of the guns on this thing too, because you can take care of the stupid drones with the guns if there's a drone guarding the supply when we get there, because sometimes there are drones guarding these supplies. I find out that's actually something in the configuration. Alright, mining lasers. Why are the Xerox happy with me mining here? I don't know. Oh yeah, this is nice. Look at this. This is going to be so much better on the asteroids, because when we're mining stuff like the Sathium, which I did find quite a bit of, when we're mining that stuff, it has weird gravitational effects and keeps wanting to push you back. And I'm hoping that, you know, using the laser where we don't have to actually make physical contact will make that a lot easier. It's certainly making quick work of this copper deposit. Oh. Okay, come on. Now, we can eventually get this sort of laser for our capital ship. So I think by that time we'll probably just upgrade our capital ship. We'll replace the good old Meridian with something bigger. I don't know how much longer I'm going to continue in this playthrough. We'll see. I sort of feel like, you know, I put this in easy because I hadn't, you know, played this game in a long time, but I sort of feel like there's the old tunnel. Because remember, I reset the stuff on this, and look, there's the old tunnel where we came into this thing to begin with from a lot easier angle. Because of this... Come on. Come on. Let me out of here. Oh, for God's sakes. Can I get you to level out at least? There we go. We just need to get into a point where we can hit the boosters and jump out of here. I do have two good boosters in this thing, right? I thought I did. Why? Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to dig our way out. You know, if you were a real miner, you wouldn't have made this mistake. Shut up, Growler! Jeez. Real miner. See, now you're stuck on that little piece of rock that you didn't clear off. You know what, Growler? If you're going to be that way, you can get out and clear it off. How's that? Growler will. Because Growler's better than you at this. I'm glad you're better at me than that, Growler. We're out. No, we're not. Now we're out. Okay, I think that marker right up there is to the system I want to move to. I think I had already picked out a base location. Alright, where is home? Seriously, where is home? There we go. Alright, so we've got this done. I think what I want to do is I want to use a pre-built base. So we can just go there, pick a flat spot, and plop the base down. as opposed to going there with nothing and having to build a base from scratch. There is a bit of a problem with doing that in that, again, so I was saying, we're on easy mode, and all the bases are built for normal difficulty. So it's got a bunch of junk in it that we don't need. So it's basically, I guess it's really just a waste of resources building that stuff we don't need. But let's retract our lasers. See what it did? It ran me right up to the top. And then it's so hard, it does not want to sink back down. Okay. So we can shut off the power. We can go ahead and turn off the spotlights. Alright. We're out. Cool. So this thing is all set for our move. We've got it all set to go. Look different in this light. What we need now... Let's go back downstairs. What we need now is actually to get that copper. Why did I just leave the copper we just mined? I mean, I probably don't need it here, but let's at least stick it in the furnace and get it refined, right? Oh, and I did find a pentaxid asteroid, so we've got plenty of pentaxid now. I actually should top up the fuel in the ship. Okay, let's come in here. Devices, container controller. There we go. Okay. I think I figured out what pre-built base to use. The problem is that we need cobalt. There's actually a base I like better. This one is undefended, but we haven't, since I changed the settings, we have not had any problem up here. We have not had any problem with being attacked. Which I still consider a good thing, because just random attacks are a nuisance. I definitely prefer it if, you know, I get to pick my fights with my enemies, not have them constantly coming and harassing me. So I'm going to pick this real fast here. And we just have these guys to pick. There. Just try to keep this stuff harvested so we can make the most out of our farm. I was making burgers. How many burgers we got? 325. We definitely have no problem feeding Growler. I have way bigger farm than I need to have. And we can make more, it seems. I've been trying to get some fruit. I've been looking for fruit so we can start doing emergency rations. That's the only shortfall we have right now. It'd be nice if there was some sort of an alternate, you know, stuff you could use instead of fruit. But that's what it is. Alright, so let's take a look at this. No, wrong thing. Right here. This is the one I've been looking at. Unfortunately, I swear we had enough cobalt for that, but I don't know, maybe we used some of the cobalt we had. So we need some cobalt. I don't know if there's any in the star system here or not. Everything else I think we have. There's another one I like a bit better than this one. Well, the nice thing about this one, it has a huge garage. So we'll be able to have several vehicles stored in there. There's room for I think like our spaceship on top. There's plenty of room there. There's plenty of room for a big tank if we decide we need a big tank. I guess except for food, there's actually food on the ship, but I do want to eat before we go. Except for food, we're ready to go. Let's go look and see if we can find this cobalt. If we can find the cobalt, then let's just... No. I just want to grab a few. Yeah, what the heck. This should be interesting anyways. I took out these chairs. I also took out the chairs on our little ship up top, the passenger seats, because who am I going to bring with me? We could bring Lance. You want to bring Lance? No, not at all. I was just saying we could. No one wants Lance. I feel so hated. Yeah, well, an accurate feeling. Growler! Alright, why can't I turn around? We're getting stuck on something else this time. Never fails. Always stuck on something. Alright. So, let's give all this a try. So, spotlights out. Mining mode out. Let's put combat mode out just to be safe. In case somebody comes around, we can shoot at them. Asteroids on this side. Okay. Let's start with this on the top. Sadly, it does not have much of a range. I wish it did. Oh, one thing here. I'm going to switch this. You can save a lot of energy and stuff on space stuff. Why am I falling? What is pulling me downward? Look at that. Well, maybe we're not going to be able to turn that off. But it can be really helpful, especially in the Starship when you've got a long way to go. You could just turn off the auto brake, and you just thrust for a couple of seconds, and then you'll just coast the rest of the way. All right. So I wonder if this will kick up as much dust as the other going the other way. Yeah, it looks like it probably does. Yeah. But, oh, does that make so much better use. I never really got a chance to try this out on the multiplayer game because we didn't really think about doing this until after we already had ships with lasers built into them. So it became a non-issue. We just sit and do the mining with the ship lasers, and there you go. Although, to be honest, this is actually looking a bit easier than using the ship lasers. Probably not. The ship lasers are really efficient. Don't I have my lights on? I swear I turned the spotlights on. Yeah, they're just not very bright for some reason. Yeah, this is so much nicer than the drills. I mean, we're burning more fuel, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. The drills use fuel, too. They probably burn more fuel anyways. Alright. I know there was at least one other patch of cobalt. There we go. Now the spotlights are actually doing something. I don't know why they didn't seem to be doing much for us in the other spot. Alright. Is this... I don't know if this is the other one I saw or not. This might be an effective way to do this. Let's try this. Yeah, this works pretty well with the lasers. It was a bit of a pain in the rear. It was effective with the drills, where you just scoot along like that. But it was a bit more of a pain in the rear because your contact with the asteroid surface would necessarily sort of throw off what you were doing. But since the lasers, we aren't required to actually make contact with the asteroid. Yeah, this is awesome. I'll be interested to see what this does on a Sathium asteroid, something that's got a lot of mass to it that normally kicks the miner around. Okay, yep. That. What do we got down here? Yeah, I think this is probably the other... Oh, this is a big spot. I think that's the other spot I was looking at. They are often connected, I've found. Alright, this is going to take a while, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I just thought you guys might want to see a little bit of this, since I did find an asteroid to mine. Not mind. Yeah, you don't mind anything. Yeah, you're right there, Growler. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. So that was not a hugely rich asteroid. I forgot to turn the furnace off. That was a lot of waste of fuel. It was not a hugely rich asteroid, but it's definitely enough to get done what we need to get done. So that's going to burn up for a minute. Let's go ahead and grab everything else out of here for now. Actually, it's already produced enough for us. Actually, let's open that up again. Yeah, there we go. That should be plenty of all of that. I don't even know if I need any of this other stuff. Can't remember if we need any stone dust or not. That. Don't think we need any gold. Okay. Alright, let's go here. We're already in the factory on this, so we need... Oh, we need carbon substrate. Did I grab that? I did, but I don't think that's enough. I forgot this thing is made out of a lot of carbon fiber. This thing is not armored at all. We start getting attacked in this thing and we're really screwed. But if I remember right, there's no hostile presence on that world other than hostile animals. We can put a couple turrets around, a couple of sentry turrets around to deal with hostile animals. We need 7,000 carbon substrate. Fortunately, carbon substrate is not difficult to make. Right there. I think it's probably going to be plenty. How are we doing on this? Almost done. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying now. I think I started to talk about earlier that we're going to want 1,400 silicon. Perfect. That this game I did it on easy mode, which is great, except for the fact that it's probably made things a bit too easy on us. Sathium 225. Where's my Sathium? That's neodymium. I've got Sathium. We'll come back to it. Iron. We need 680, so not a lot. That'll do. Okay. So we did this on easy mode, so I have a feeling we're not going to have a lot of episodes on this, but I definitely want to get to the next planet. I'd like to get a bigger starship going too, but I think, once we get to that point, there's not really going to be a whole lot more I want to do. Oh, plant pots. I think I made those already. We need some more titanium. Stone dust, we need only 40. Fine. We'll put a bunch of extra in there. We don't really matter. Wood planks. Neodymium, we need 120, which really comes down to only 100. Because... good enough. Okay. Copper, we need about 300 copper. I think that'll be good enough. We're going to be building more stuff. There's no point in not putting stuff in there. Growing plots, titanium, wood, and sathium, as well as our... Nah, that's not what I wanted. As well as our carbon substrate. Okay, so we'll put all this in here. Okay, carbon substrate, I hope that's enough. I don't remember what it said now. So we need titanium ingots. That's cobalt alloy. Titanium ingots right there. Wood planks. And concrete ones. Steel ones, 72. I thought I'd already made enough for it. So our steel, those. Wood planks, I'll just put them all in there. Titanium rods, we need 30. Come on. 42 is good enough. And then the carbon substrate, which we need that much, and that's enough. What am I missing? Oh, sathium. We forgot our sathium. Sathium. Where is my sathium? That's ascosium. Here's our sathium right here. And how much do we need? Not a lot. 225. Well, we'll go ahead and put extra in there. All right. Start production and done production. I do like the instant on that. All right, so this should be done. It's done. Let's go ahead and turn the furnace off. So I think what we can do, I hope, what we can do is shut this down to solar power and just let everything in here run off the solar. That should be enough to keep the lights on and all of that good stuff. And that way we won't have to worry about fuel. And then, well, our garden's all ready to go again, isn't it? And then, you know, this can just, we'll be able to come back here to pick up resources and everything using teleporter. If that doesn't work, I'll have to come back on the starship, and then we'll just have to keep the reactor fueled. But what I'll try to do between episodes is get saplings or seedlings or whatever they're called, so we can get the garden started in the new place. I don't know if we'll need a new reactor or anything, but if we do, we can always pop back here to make one. Even if the teleporter pulls too much from the reactor there, it won't like die instantly. We'll be able to make a couple of teleports and you know, bring the new reactor and everything through. But that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Oh, I started to say, yeah, I don't know how long much longer this will last, and I think I'm probably going to take a break after this one. I'm not going to do like Farming Simulator, which I don't know what else to do on the Farming Simulator. We already did so much on it, and I got the pigs going, I got the vineyard going, so I'm sort of, I think I'm probably done on that. I'm really desperately trying to find something else to record, and there isn't really anything that seems that interesting. I'm thinking about maybe doing Borderlands 3, even though I know I'll probably never get through the whole thing, because we did Borderlands 1, which is a short game, and that was like 51 episodes. Borderlands 2 I never got through, and that, although that was, a lot of that was because of the stuff going on with YouTube at the time. I switched to Twitch and just sort of dropped any series I had going. It's always possible I could go back to it. I would really like something new, but there's nothing new that I can find that's in the least bit interesting. I even thought about going back and doing another Subnautica series while we wait for Below Zero to, you know, get more completed. So I'm sort of a loss. If you guys have any suggestions on games you'd like to see me play, please do put them in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, tickle that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Growler, why are you here? Growler's time slot. Growler's here. What do you mean your time slot? We don't like to do time slot things. So it's like sometimes the weekends are yours, sometimes they're Lance's. It's just, you know, it's the way it is. Alright, let's play.
Where's the arid Badlands? What's that stupid looking thing?
That's a robot.
What am I doing?
You're gonna be like an adventurer. They call them vault hunters.
What's the ball?
Well, it's supposed to have all sorts of good stuff in it. Or is it just me? You've been getting a little sun there, buddy.
Well, of course I've been getting a little sun. And I'm on these islands forever. You keep making me get naked and start over again.
Well, it's good for you. You know, it builds character.